I think we've done a few more supply runs with
Yeah.
varying levels of success.
That sounds about right.
I think it feels like we're kind of spinning our wheels.
Mm.
We know we should be making bigger moves here, but we've been listening to Helena and putzing around and getting small amounts of supplies here and there. So I don't know what's going to trigger this event.
I think it'd be fun if we were doing the training with weapons set to stun.
Ooh.
That would make sense. You want to make sure everyone is ready and can handle themselves in battle. Considering we've had a couple other probably smaller encounters with the enemy or just problems.
Yeah, I think let's say Helena and Daxton are doing a repair right now. That can explain where
Mhm.
they are. They're doing a repair. And Rams, you definitely have been at your little not little, but you've been at your temple. Ram needs to make sure you're up to speed.
Mhm. Right, I have been alone, or not alone, but I've been in isolation with a
Yeah.
smaller community for a long time. I haven't necessarily needed to put myself into a fight in that time.
I think it's just like Yohan,
Yes, Ram?
and I toss you.
Like a baton,
Yeah,
maybe.
I toss you a baton, and I'm like, you said we would train. We train. The captain and Daxton are working on the ship. We are docked for the moment. Is perfect time.
Well, I didn't have much else planned. That should be amenable. And I kind of take the baton and I test the weight. I haven't held like an instrument of violence in a hot minute, but I did join this crew to experience that the first time. So it is not something that has gone away completely. It is something that I've kind of buried and tried to push under prayer. And like, I beg of the Blue Stella and the names that I hold and the stories that I keep to not bring me back to violence. But I know violence may find me. I give a small prayer and stand up. I still have some of the tattoos are still like the red, and that does not go away.
Ram is always ready for violence, always alert, always prepared, ready to defend at least, and has been very bluntly trying to get you. And this is really the first chance we've gotten
Hmm.
because the ship is not in orbit anywhere. I think we're on a planet, probably just some like rocky, stony planet.
Yeah, I'm picturing somewhere like slightly remote and isolated where we can take some time to do the repairs to the ship, but there's probably some civilization, at least close enough away that things break really bad. We can go get help, but also if things break bad there, we can leave before it reaches us.
I do think it's lots of just gray slate stones around us, and the sky it's blue, but it's like too blue, like a almost too dark of a blue.
Does that extend to like the sunlight? Does everything have a blue tint?
Yes.
What if the planet that we're on, with where we are and the way that the planet rotates around the sun, it's just constantly in that same state of almost like before the sun comes up or before it goes down, that dark blue
Yes.
Oh,
constantly.
yeah.
It's a tidal locked planet, so the sun never
Mhm.
actually rises where we are. It's just been a
Yeah,
steady
we've just been in the
blue.
same spot.
Yeah.
Which is
Hmm.
probably not helping with anyone's mental state.
Oh
No.
yeah, no, just stuck here forever.
And we can hear Helena and Daxton clanking on the far side of the ship as we pass out to go outside to
Mhm.
train.
Character has the most anger in their heart takes the first turn.
Ooh.
Choose a leading question that your partner will answer as you're sparring. So,
Yeah.
Ram,
Wait, am I? Who has the most anger in our? Do we need to rock paper
Oh,
scissors for
that's
this?
that's I don't know if we should rock like when we think about, what brought us back, right? How were we before Helena found us?
Oh, Ram was just like in stasis, just going through the motions, just in hiding, couldn't really leave, couldn't really do anything, didn't have the resources to do anything, was just going through the farming cycle and thought Helena was dead and knew you and Daxton were the only ones left, but you two went your separate ways and just very angry.
I think for Johan, Ram always struck me as like I never quite understood the loyalty, I guess. And when we all kind of went our separate ways, and I think was I the first person recruited? Do we remember like the order?
It
I think
was
Daxton was first.
Daxton.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, Helena
last.
found
Yeah.
Daxton first.
Mhm.
Helena saved Ram for last because she was working up the courage.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting that despite everything, Ram was still like the last person recruited because Helena has the most like internalized whatever's going on about that. So I don't know if I think I would have anger for sure, but I think it would be more so the idea of kind of looking to Ram as being the check and balance, right? You had the experience, you were the one who was supposed to be who thought us all naive and you still let like Helena do all of that.
Ooh, good point. Yeah, I did let her do all that. I did let her drag us
Mm.
into that.
Yeah.
Um, ooh, yeah, I should have. Ooh, yeah. All right. So I might be the angriest. I might be angry.
Okay.
But Johan does have the reason for being angry as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at us.
Look at us.
Built so much anger into our backstory.
Yes.
Um
We're definitely outside the ship and we're in just on like a flat stone surface. And the batons can be held as batons, but they can be extended into quarterstaffs. And now we're just holding them as batons. And I think I'm just watching you, because as you said, you haven't held a weapon in a while. I'm watching you just like kind of feel the weight of it and stretch and do some practice swings. And it's just kind of quiet. And we circle each other, tense and silent. What do I say to break the silence?
Johan, feeling the weight, feeling the heft of it, trying to figure out whether batons or staff are kind of the most important at the moment. I always liked the balance of a staff, but it was more helpful when there was a group. So I stick to the batons and I kind of point them out, hands outstretched, and flip them in my hands to get a feel for their weight. I find it interesting that you chose me first, at least to practice one on one. Not that I would be upset about this. I just. What's the word? I was always similarly disappointed in you as I was in Helena. And I figure this would be a good time to air that out.
I kind of flip the baton and cock one eyebrow at you. And I say, disappointed. I just wanted you to be prepared for what is going to happen. You, and I twirled the baton and pointed at you, have been sitting in temple, and you need to stand up.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna ask my question.
Are we just going to keep talking, or is there maybe
Oh
going
yeah,
to be
yeah.
like a little sparring for a bit? Like you trade a couple of blows?
I think this is a jump in moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
Mhm.
think Johan jumps in at the words to that. And just in trying to focus, Johan's not a talker in fights. Not necessarily. They much prefer to talk with like a non-weapon weapon in hand, like a tea, like some tea or something like that. So to have to actually physically fight is a little taxing, but Johan is like, they still took care of themselves. So they swing forward with the batons in an attempt to kind of like just carry all the weight forward into the momentum of one strike, trying to get to the broader side of your like chest and shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I block you with one hand, holding one
Oof.
baton.
Yeah, just like one to stop them both.
Yes, I catch them both and stop them very easily.
I think to follow that up, I take a step backwards and remember that I'm dealing with someone who has more height and more reach and more strength than me. So I can't just sit there and overpower this. I have to actually fight smart, which is good. Like, I'm getting back into the rhythm of things. I'm going to ask my leading question. I expose a dark secret of yours and threaten to tell the world. What do I reveal?
What's a secret that Yohan knows about you?
I mean, Ram definitely worked for Mr. Vale, for Helena's father, for a long while before she was assigned to Helena. She maybe definitely did some dirty work for Mr. Vale. Probably killed some people defending him when he, unlike Helena, who is Helena,
Mhm.
she is, a crime lord's daughter, but she was much more, it was much more of an adventure. It was much more of a wild time with her
Mhm.
versus Mr. Vale, who was obviously like a criminal.
Mhm.
And Ram defended him with the same tenacity that she defended Helena.
Oh. I like that because for all the ire you gave us for being like adventure seeking naive people, you did the same thing. Right? But you did it with like, oh, I don't want to fight for a crime lord anymore. I want to fight for somebody who's cool and fun and like not doesn't have this baggage.
Did Ram also help make some of those bodies disappear in a way no one else could?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. She definitely knows how to do that. And yeah, just her culture celebrates loyalty, and they're like known for strength and defense, and she did that for a known criminal.
I'll throw in some cultural baggage on my end too. I think one of the most important things for my religious order is to, carry the name of somebody who passed and like tell their story.
Hmm.
And somebody who makes bodies disappear so that their bodies are never found and they're like they can never be mourned properly through my order. There's like a real taboo against that idea.
And I think Yohan, even when younger, even in the earlier part of our being on the crew, probably was smart enough to put two and two together that if Ram was Helena's bodyguard, she would have had to have been assigned by Mr. Vale.
Right. And that you were much too competent to like leave things behind.
Yes.
Yeah, as we continue the sparring, it is not an even match at all. I am very clearly on the back foot 90% of the time. And
Hmm.
when I'm finally able to get breath, I just go, so does this make you feel better about the people you disappeared, about how you ran away from your responsibilities just like we did? Because I don't enjoy a high horse. I particularly despise them.
That catches me completely off guard, considering I came into this with what I thought were good intentions to actually train you and help you get back your
Mhm.
footing. I let go that first thing you said about being
Oh.
disappointed. This, I step back and I say, bring up the past? You want to dishonor Ram? You think I think I'm better than you? That's because I am. And I hit
Ooh.
you. I have been holding back this whole time. I hit you so hard.
Yeah. I go flying. I tumble end over end. My robes are a mess. I'm in disarray. Wipe a little bit of blood from my mouth. You go, ah, there it is. There's Ram, not Ram holding back. And I seem to be getting like a delight from teasing like anger out of you because Johan's a bit of a freak weirdo and likes to make people be upset at them.
Yeah.
Yohan secretly likes getting their ass kicked by
Not
big
even getting their
plantless
ass kicked, just
creatures.
like watching people turn based on words that they use. The ass kicking is like neither here nor there. That is mostly could be a plus. It's specifically the watching somebody like get just the touch more upset. Just watching the screws turn on somebody.
Yeah. Ram is always so buttoned up and so serious. I hit you with that strength and it throws you end over end, but I don't push the attack. And I'm just standing looking down at you. And I just say, "You have grown so little.
That's good. That's good.
You have grown so little." And you stand there and say, "You're disappointed in me. I had expected more from you, Johan. You were so unwilling to go back to your orders when you ran back to hide. Did you really give your heart to the order?
Oof.
You say you're disappointed in me, yet here we both are."
I bring myself up slowly, and that definitely stings, right? Because that is the reason for the self exile, the reason for the tattoos that were supposed to absolve me of this, but they didn't. They just reminded me that we messed up even further than we thought. But that does deflate me to an extent. I kind of. I do despise when you're right. There are moments where I think I did it wrong, where I think that no amount of time working on behalf of the Blue Stella will actually absolve me of my mistakes, of my foolish little need for adventure. I think about that nightly. I consider it, I turn it in my brain, I wrap it up in all sorts of stories, but underneath it all is just that I feel like I failed. So yes, I'm rusty with these. I wasn't expecting to need them.
I regret that you do need them. You are right, and I also hate when you are right as well. But I should have done more to stop this. And I gesture to the ratty ship and this barren planet and the situation we're in and the weight of that I even just forcibly could have done more to stop Helena, to stop how everything played out. I just kind of sigh and I say, I play it all every night as well. How things could have been different, should have been. So maybe this is when we make things different.
I think as a fun way to end cap it, I'm tempted to resort to physical violence, right? Because we're still
Yes,
training. You're reaching
yes.
for me to like pull me
Mhm.
up.
I'm reaching my hand out in peace, like to.
I want to have it be this moment of I meet your eyes, your hand is out. You're a trained fighter. You can see my grip tighten on my baton. And I look to your eyes to see if you like encourage it or not. Right? Do you push me or do you allow me to see like that like no, this is a genuine gesture?
As serious and straightforward as Ram is, this is a serious gesture. She is being sincere. As little as she tries to show her emotions and her vulnerabilities to all of you, she's being serious and sincere.
Okay. Then I grab hold of your hands, hoist myself up, and I bring up my baton and fling it to the ground next to me.
The character who revealed the most chooses the closing question.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I
These are
feel like that
tricky.
I feel like that was me. I feel like Ram was being a little
Yeah.
vulnerable here.
Right, right. I did not
Yeah.
expect Ram to be vulnerable through that
Me
space. That
either.
is
Me
part of
either.
why I pushed is like, oh, either this will make Ram angry and I'll be able to finish this training faster, or I'll find out something and I can use that later. But to find out that like, oh no, Ram is going to be vulnerable, it's like,
Oh,
this
oh,
was
oh.
not what I wanted.
Nope.
Get
Okay.
you.
I want to go with I keep my guard up and pretend I'm unaffected, and I want to tell you how I do that because I pull you up and we had that moment, and then I say, "Still foolish," and I just flip you. Like it doesn't hurt you because I know how to do this.
You can know how to wrestling throw me.
Yeah, I just wrestling throw you, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Do not let your guard down."
I had been like 2 seconds away from saying something very like open about myself, and now I'm suddenly upside down. So I'm just like,
Yeah, you're just
huh,
on the ground staring up at Ram.
why would you do that? I thought we were having a thing, like a moment of solidarity, whatever. And I sit up and I look up and I can kind of tell that there was something genuine there, but you immediately closed it off, and I was like, "That's fine. I'll." And I sit back up and pull myself up and dust off my robes a little bit. It's good to know you're not all stoic and professional. I always appreciate when I know that I can twist my coworkers just a little bit.
It's good to know that you have not lost all of your skill. And I kick up the baton back to you into your hand.
And I catch it because we're learning.
And as the two of you continue sparring, Ian, I will let you choose the black card or the white card.
This one gives us an extra card too. We get two. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the card, the regular card, and Jess, you can pick the escalate card if you want to escalate. Okay, regular. I'm gonna pick the blue deck.
Okay.
So
Yes.
white, and then just goes with the black.
Yes.
It's fine. It's
Uh,
fine. Yo!
Yay! Yes!
All right. So, what is it? Can I keep it?
Yes. So for the escalate one, on black, I remember the past and it softens me. What do you remember? What do you see?
I see, as with this much older, much hardened, angrier Yohan, I think I remember the past. I remember our old ship and our old crew and our old ship that was larger and had an actual sparring ring. And I remember the younger, more innocent, naive, foolish, even then, Yohan, but so willing to help and so excited to be there. And Ram much more gently training Yohan and feeling softened by that and feeling compassion for all these people who'd signed up with Helena because I didn't know what was going to happen. And I feel that again now.
For Johan, loyalty is regained. If you keep the card, you
Yeah.
briefly describe what this regained loyalty looks like, or you can give Ram your card.
And I think definitely as Ram is remembering that moment, the scene is kind of it fades out of that old ship and that old bright combat ring back to this deep blue planet where we continue to spar.
Yeah. And my regained loyalty, it looks like a new belief that Ram, despite the horrors of the past that Ram has likely gone through, that I don't believe Ram is trying to set up a high horse anymore. I think whoever's still here is here to try to make things right. And I don't think that Ram is somebody who's actually going to make things horrible or worse on purpose.
Oh.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was so
And
much sweeter than I.
there was a moment where I was fully expecting to have to break it in and keep one of you from killing the other, but that was
Nope.
good.
That was good.
Also, if there's one you like, but there's a tone to it that you're not a big fan of, we can adjust the tone.
We can
Notice
adjust. Yeah,
that.
some of these
Notice
some of these are like
that.
big gay fight yearning, and I'm like, this is
Yeah.
not the vibe that Johan
Some of
brings to the
these
function.
some of these are a little thirsty sword lesbian. A little
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Some of these are thirsty sword lesbian.
I mean, some crews that might absolutely be the vibe. I don't think that's the vibe of this
Oh
team.
no,
not in this crew.
there's too much beef in this crew.
There's so much beef.